About 35 years ago, I asked a preacher a question, and the answer to that question literally changed my life. This old gentleman was advanced in years, was near the end of his life, and certainly near the end of his ministry, and he'd been faithful. So I said, "Sir, is there anything you can tell me that you think I need to know that you've learned in life?" Without hesitation, he looked at me and he said, "Young man, I've been through things so difficult, so desperate, so depressing, so hard in my life that there have been times that I could not even pray." He said, "I felt like sometimes when I pray, my prayers were bouncing off the ceiling." And he said, "It was during those times that I have learned the secret of praising and worshiping my way through what I could not pray through." And then he said something to me that stuck and has literally changed the way I live. He said, "Young man, if you can learn the secret of praise, it will revolutionize your life." Let me rephrase that a little bit. He said, if you can learn the secret of praise and worship, if you can learn to praise and worship your way through what you cannot pray through, it will literally change the way you live. The Bible says in Isaiah 43, verse 21, that we were created so that we might declare God's praise. We were created so that we might declare his praise. That's our purpose for being. 1 Corinthians 10:31 says, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all to the glory of God. And that word glory, doxa in the Greek, also means praise. Do it all to the praise of God. Psalm 34, verse 1 says, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise will always be on my lips. The psalmist knew the secret of praise and worship. Hebrews 13:15, through Jesus, therefore, let us continually offer to God a sacrifice of praise, the fruit of lips that openly profess his name, the secret of praise and worship. In Acts chapter 16, we see that Paul and Silas had been arrested, beaten, bruised, bleeding, put in stocks. In verse 25, about midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God. They knew the secret of praise and worship. I believe that the foundational reason that we take the gospel across the street and across the world is not merely to get more people in heaven. We want that. We want to get people in heaven. But our primary purpose is to raise up more worshipers because God deserves to be worshiped. We want to see vibrant communities of Jesus followers raised up among the least reached so that they might worship God. The chorus of an old song that we used to sing in OM conferences says, the reason I live is to worship you. It's not about us, it's about him. And that's why the Apostle Paul told the Corinthians that even in their eating and drinking, they were to do it to the glory, to the praise of God. Inspiro Arts Alliance is a ministry of OM and a community of artists dedicated to transformation and empowerment of Christian artists who wish to be involved in missions. Francis Schaeffer said, the Lordship of Christ should include an interest in the arts. A Christian should use these arts to the glory of God as things of beauty to the praise of God. Inspiro Arts Alliance provides opportunities for visual artists, for technical artists, for performing artists to serve on short-term missions trips and also to serve longer term, helping raise up vibrant communities of Jesus followers among the least reached so that they too might worship God. In the next few minutes, I trust that you can join in with some of our artists as they worship God through the beauty of their ministry. It's not about us. It's about Jesus. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all to the glory and to the praise of God. And I'd like to leave you with a little secret. If you can learn the secret of praise, it will revolutionize your life.